love it. The numbers just keep. I remember UFC 1. UFC Fight Night 1. Now it's UFC Fight Night 206. On the phone with us right now, Joseph Holmes. Joe, how are you?
Hey, Randy. I'm doing great, man.
We appreciate your time, and let me just throw out about your nickname, because we've got the Naked Pizza Man sitting here, sure. And then Ronnie, you're doing a naked thing on stage on Saturday, so I appreciate getting the naked out and just talking about ugly.
Fully clothed.
You have the Naked Pizza Man on?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on. Of everything I said, you're going to go right to the Naked Pizza Man. His head is going to now explode.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Look at the way he's sitting.
I'm kind of a big deal. I don't have a throne to sit on like you do.
He's actually naked right now.
Yeah, Ronnie.
This is awkward.
I need your throne. We need this.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
So tell us about the nickname so that we don't have to talk about the naked portion of these two guys.
Gotcha. No, Uglyman Joe just comes from a group I created when I was in college. It was just a way I and my friends were expressing ourselves at the time. Like whenever you'd see your friend, you would start roasting them, talking about how they look, giving them an opportunity to defend themselves, show their confidence. And that's just something that carried on to what I'm doing now. Like, people will see me and, they may think I look a certain way, but at the end of the day, it's the only thing that matters to me is how I feel about myself. So that's kind of where that name comes from.
Very cool. No, I like it. Talk to us about, obviously, this is just the start of fight week. Today's all the media stuff, and then you start getting ready for Saturday. What's fight week like for you?
This fight week has been pretty amazing. I've been less than 10 pounds out, so I don't know if you know, but 10 pounds is nothing to us MMA fighters. Most of the time, guys are cutting around, 15 to 20 pounds this week. So I'm in an incredibly awesome spot this week. So I'm able to eat, kind of enjoy myself, be in good spirits. Most people are normally cranky around this time. So I'm feeling great, man. Super excited to fight.
I remember Johnny Hendricks was on one Wednesday. Obviously, weigh-ins are on Friday, 2 days later. He was only 26 over. So he had 48 hours to lose 26 pounds. And the thing that blows my mind, and obviously and most people know, he did it.
Yeah, they're going to do it. It's going to suck, but they're going to do it.
Well, in that case, how come the champion, Charles Oliveira, couldn't lose half a pound to keep his championship belt at the last UFC fight?
Tampering.
It was probably around the same situation. He probably had, more than 18 pounds, I would say, fight week, and he's trying to scramble and do it at the last minute, and that's just not the healthiest way. And sometimes you get down to those point of a pound, and if it by then it already takes you 30 minutes in the sauna to even start sweating, so normally when you're kind of like where I am now, I can sweat in under 3 minutes. I can start a run and start sweating right away just because I ran most of my weight off. I didn't start depriving myself of water and doing the things you have to do at the last minute. I did the right thing where I'm outside, in the sun working out, and I'm still drinking a gallon of water. So I have plenty of water inside of me still to get rid of at the last minute. So these last 2 days are really more relaxing for me, and I'll go in sauna tomorrow night and sauna right before the weigh-ins, and it'll just shed right off.
Have you ever tried steam room? That's what a lot of guys in the league use when they're trying to drop weight before Thursday weigh-ins. So you see, on Thursday, everybody usually, let's say we have meetings at 8 o'clock, 5:30, the locker room is full of the big dudes, and they're sitting in that steam room trying to sweat off those last few pounds.
Now that's another vision I can't get out of my mind. So the two guys to my left are talking about being naked, and now Caleb is talking about all these big old linemen in a sweat room sweating off.
One guy's actually naked.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? None of them are naked because they're trying to sweat. So they're going in there with
the
long
bags,
sleeves, and their pool shorts, and they're trying to get.
So here's the thing. So here's the thing about the steam rooms. So what happens is you're losing weight initially at the moment. You're losing water weight, sweat, whatever. As soon as you drink water, so if the guys are sitting in the sauna drinking water to hydrate as they're sweating, they're staying the same.
No,
they cut the water, but what makes the sauna work isn't weight loss. What makes the sauna work is it raises your core body temperature, and that is thermogenic, and that's what makes you metabolize and burn more fat. So it's the heating of your body temperature from the inside, from the core.
Yeah.
This is what thermogenics are.
Joe, I was going to ask you, how are you going to pass the time this week? But I'm going to change it to, how can you help me pass the time when Matt talks?
You could get a pen and you could tap it on the table until he's done.
Listen, Ryan Bader has a liner where he calls Randy the ugly man.
He does.
And it's one of the greatest liners we have. And he goes like, "You're listening to Randy Harris, the ugly Randy Harris, or the
The ugly man, yeah, so something like that. What's the strangest thing that's ever happened, Joe, in the middle of a fight, either to you, involving the fight? Anything that comes to mind?
Man, I don't know if it'd be strange, but one recent fight I got hit really, really bad in the private area, but
Yeah, that's not strange. That's painful.
really strange. Man, I honestly, strange things don't really happen. My fights don't last super long, and then when they do, they're like super serious. So weird stuff's not really happening.
The one that I remember the most, Ron, I was interviewing a fighter that fought a German. I don't remember who it was. And he said that he heard the corner talking German. So he said for like 6, 8, 10 seconds, his mind went blank and he's watching the movie Inglourious Bastards in the middle of a fist fight. And it took him like 10 seconds to kind of break out of watching the movie. And that's why I always ask that.
Bad timing. No, it's the worst timing to start watching the movie.
To start the daydream. Are you a fan of other sports, and what do you do to either watch or relax when you're not trying to think that you're going to be in a fist fight in a couple days?
I'm a fan of football. Patrick Mahomes is my favorite guy. Kansas City Chiefs. Go Chiefs! But
yeah, talk to Marquez about that.
Marquez is actually an awesome guy too. He's fighting Austin right after I am, so go Julian, praying for you. But I mean, during fight week, I really just relax with my girl. I got my Xbox here. I try and jump on games when I can, but I'm mainly just really just sitting down, just in my mind, visualizing success and just picturing every way the fight could possibly go, to be honest. Some people that might be kind of tedious, but for me it's a little bit more relaxing to kind of picture the fight, because once I'm in the fight, it seems a little bit more, I don't know, familiar.
Sure. I did something for Julian when he came to one of the UFCs. It was 2 ago, I think, in Jacksonville. So I thought it was only right, since he was there in the Mahomes jersey, that I brought over Josh Wells, who just won the Super Bowl, and brought him over, from the Bucs so that he could meet Julian and say hi.
Oh man, can you do that for me with Patrick? Come on, man.
Oh, we might have to make some. Can you make some calls? It's not me anymore. It's you.
Yeah, Patrick, he's a nice guy, man. He's actually a really good dude. He probably would do it.
He probably would.
That would be incredible, guys.
Joseph, let me ask you this. Can you watch a fight as a fan and not watch it to try to pick up to improve your game?
Absolutely. Yeah, I watch fights all the time. I'm actually one of the biggest fight fans around. I saw Chase Hooper yesterday, who fights on Saturday, and I had to hold myself back from fangirling over him, but I was just like, "Oh, you're Chase Hooper." And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I saw Holly Holm as well, and then all I could do was just like have a big cheesy smile, and we made eye contact, and she's like, "Hey guys, how are you doing?" And I was just like, "Oh my god."
So since you're as big a fan as it sounds, that you are, where are you going to display the fight poster that every fighter gets? Where is that going to be in your home?
It won't be, man. I actually sell them. I actually send out care packages on my gaming channel. I have a video gaming channel on Facebook at Uglyman Joe Gaming, and I do raffles, man, for all my gear that I have, and I raffle them all off just to help build my channel up and build my name up. And so I'll most likely end up raffling that one off with the fight gloves that I have as soon as this fight's over.
Very cool. I see Matt giving a look. I already know what the look means. I'll send him a poster or something that I have in storage.
Well, no, I would thought you were going somewhere different. That you were asking about being a big fight fan, and obviously he knew his name's Hooper. You called him Hopper
for sure.
Twice. You called him
once.
Hopper.
It was once. I did it once.
So at least he knows his name.
Exactly. Joe, what can the fans expect to see when you get in the octagon on Saturday?
Well, me and my opponent both have 100% finish rate, so guaranteed a banger. I've been training extremely hard on my cardio since my last fight. I took a loss to a decision with a really skilled Jamie Pickett. So I'm planning on going 3 rounds. Wish it was 5. But it's definitely going to be a banger. It's going to be an all-out bloodbath for sure, especially if he can take a punch, because he's coming off a knockout. So I imagine he's been working hard, reserving his chin for this fight. So definitely going to be a type of fight where you don't want to blink while you're watching. And I'm looking for a performance bonus off of this as well. So I'm looking to go all out from the moment that bell rings.
Why would you want this to be a 5-rounder? Because then it would be a main event, because you might get paid a little more, or just because
Show
you
off that
are
cardio.
insane?
Show off that cardio.
I guess a little insanity is involved, but also, I mean, I'm really fresh to the UFC, man, and I don't know if you know, but it's really nerve-wracking being on the stage you dreamt about being of from the moment you started training. But the more time I can spend in that cage, the more used to it, I guess you could say, I would get. So I just want to be in there as long as possible, being dominant, from the start to finish, and just really just get myself and become who I'm meant to be in there. So that's going to take time.
Sure. Very good stuff. Well, we appreciate your time. I know that we have your address. We're going to send you a care package from 8 Man Strong, as well as a box of really cool socks from Odd Sock Official. Enjoy the week, enjoy the process, and have a good time on graduation on Saturday when you get back into the cage.
Heck yeah, man. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, take care. Joseph Holmes back at it, UFC Fight Night 206.